A company produces and sells a single product. The cost data per unit for the year 2017 is predicted as below.
Now company produces and sell a single product. Now our company manufactured only the single product. Now the cost data per unit for the year 2017 is predicted as below.
Direct material per unit 35 rupees. Direct labor per unit 25 rupees.
Direct material how much? Direct labor?
Variable overheads per unit 15 rupees. Selling price per unit 90 rupees.
What is the selling price per unit?
The company has forecast that demand for the product during the year 2017 will be 28,000.
The company has forecast the demand of their product 2017 will be 28,000 units. How much of the demand? However, this is a very, very important. However, to satisfy this level of demand, the production quantity will increase. In order to satisfy this demand, the production quality is increase. Quantity is increase.
There are no opening stock and closing stock of the product.
There is no opening and closing stock of the product.
The stock level of raw material remains unchanged throughout the period.
The stock level of raw material remain unchanged throughout the period.
The following additional information regarding cost and revenue are given. 12.5% of the items delivered to customers will be rejected due to specification failure and will require free replacement. The cost of delivering the replacement item is rupees 5 per unit.
Wait, this is a very, very important. Just focus. 12.5 of items delivered to the customers will be rejected due to the specification failure. Will require free replacement. The cost of delivering the replacement item is 5 rupees per item. 12.5 items delivered to the customer will be rejected due to specification failure. What is the meaning of this? Okay, external failure cost, I am agree with you. How much? 12.5 on what? On what? How much units are delivered to the customer? 28,000. That means 28,000 into 12.5. Here, read this first point. The company has forecast the demand for the product during the 2017 is 28,000. How many customers want to use your product? 28,000. In order to satisfy this demand, our production will increase. అదేంటి ప్రొడక్షన్ ఎంత ఇంక్రీజ్ చేయాలి సార్? ప్రొడక్షన్ 28,000 యూనిట్స్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేస్తే సరిపోతుంది కదా? The problem is here only. Now, focus here. Here we are delivery to the customer how many units? These 28,000 units, 28,000 customers are using your product. Yes or no? That means here this 28,000 is equal to 87.5%. Yes or no? Then you are supplying to the customers is 100% means 32,000. That means you are delivering to the customer how many units? 32,000. But in this 32,000, 4,000 is rejected. 4,000 units is rejected. Do you understand what I am saying? Yes or no? Now these 4,000 units again replace. What I'm doing here? Replace plus we are incurring delivery cost also. Yes or no? No. Come back here. Next. Now tell me now how many units are produced? 32,000. Okay. You are in same perception, right? Okay. Then move on to the next point.
20% of the items produced will be discovered faulty at the inspection stage before they are delivered to customers.
20% of the item produced by you is identified that they are the defective. How many units are went to the market? How many units? 32,000 went to the market. Yes or no? How many units produced by you? 32,000? Wait. Sir, I am wait, everybody focus here. In factory, I am producing 100%. Okay. In this 100%, 20% is I identify defective. Identify defective. Now 80% are good. Now these are went into the market. How many units are went into the market? 32,000 units. That is equal to 80%. And 20% is 80%, 32,000 units. Then what about 20%? 8,000. These 8,000 units are identified during the internal inspection. Identify these 8,000 units are defective. Then total number of units produced by you, in order to satisfy 28,000 units, how many units produced by you? 40,000. That's why only here the company forecast the demand of the for the product for the year during the year 2017 is 28,000. However, to satisfy this level of demand, the production quantity is increase. Here, how much of the production quantity? 40,000. Increased, right? Yes or no? What is the actual sales? 28,000. Match? Match అయిందా అవలేదా? Don't worry, I will explain again. Next.
10% of the direct material will be scrapped due to damage while in storage.
This is a reverse working. This is a reverse working. Now 10% of the direct material will be scrapped due to the damage. That means now how many units of raw material you are introduce? Do you understand what I am saying? Sir, here 40,000 units raw material introduce? No, sir. This is equal to 90% only. Then remaining 10% raw material is wastage. 44,000. Now. Yes. Now everybody focus here. I will explain with a one diagram. This is my stores. This is my factory. Outside customers. Okay. Now everybody focus here. Sir, total 28,000 customers are accept your product. That is equal to which is 87.5. Remaining 12.5% is rejected. How much? 12.5? 4,000. Now total units that went to the market is 32,000. Up to here clear. Now in factory production, after completion of the entire production, they verify that out of total production, that means 100%, they observe that only 80% is a good production and remaining 20 is defective. Yes or no? Total out of 100, 80% is good and 20 is defective. Now, which is a good units, they are went into the market, right? How many units are went to the market? That means how many units they produce actually? Sir, 80% is equal to 32 and 100% is 40. Then 8,000 is defective. Yes or no? Sir, come to here stores. Now here, how much of the raw material I purchase? For 40,000 units? For 40,000 units? No, sir. During what happened in the stores, 10% of the raw material is scrap. Only 90% raw material is entered into the production. Yes or no? With this 90%, you will produce 40,000. But tell me now, how many units of the raw material purchased by you? Sir, 90% is equal to 40,000 and 100% is 44,000 for 5. 44,444. Okay. Now, again, I replicate this diagram. See here. Now, this is my warehouse. I purchase. This is my stores. Again, I repeat, please focus. I purchase total 44,000 units of raw material. How much? 44,444 units of raw material purchase. During my stores, 10% I observe that wastage. How much 10% means? 4,440. Now 40,000 units of the raw material entered into the production. Now 40,000 units are produced. In this 40,000 units produced, 80% is good, 20% is bad. 40,000 into 20, how much? 8,000. 80% is good means how much? 32,000. Now these 32,000 are went to the market, and in this 32,000, 12.5 customers are reject my product, and remaining 87.5 accept my product. 32,000 into 12.5, how much? And how many accept my product? Now it is easy or difficult? Clear? Clear? In order to avoid this rejection, this production wastage, this raw material wastage, now the company wants to implement the TQM. Come to your next part of this question.
Due to above, total quality cost for the year is expected to be rupees 10,75,556.
Due to above, the total quality cost for the year is expected to how much of the total quality cost? 10,75,556. Okay.
The company is now considering the following proposals: to introduce training programs for the workers, which the management of the company believes will reduce the level of faulty production to 10%. This training program will cost rupees 4,50,000 per annum.
Now the company having the following proposal. Now the company come up with a one proposal. What is that proposal means? First, give the training to the employees. First, give the training to the employees. If your training is good, then you will incur the cost is 4,50,000, and the right now how much of the production wastage is there? 20%. Now it will become to the 10%. Okay, because of training process only, right? Training process, which cost it is? Prevention cost. If you will incur 4,50,000 as a training cost, then you will reduce, production loss will be reduced to 10%. Next.
To avail the services of quality control consultant at annual charge of rupees 50,000, which would reduce the percentage of faulty items delivered to customers to 9.5%.
If you appoint a service consultant, service quality control consultant, now the cost for that consultant is 50,000, but he is inspected the items delivery to the customers, and the delivery to the customer fault will decreases to 9.5. Right now, how much of the units are delivered to the customers? Faulty products 12.5. అంటే వాడు ఏమంటున్నాడంటే ఇప్పుడు దాకా మనం ఏదైతే కస్టమర్స్కి డెలివరీ చేసామో 12.5. ఇఫ్ యూ appoint a service consultant, if you appoint a quality control consultant, that loss will be reduced to, that rejection will reduce to 9.5. Next.
Required. Prepare a statement of expected quality cost the company would incur if it accepted the proposal cost are to be calculated using the four recognized quality cost heads.
Next.
Would you recommend the proposal? Give financial and non-financial reason.
Now, if prepare a statement expected quality cost, now they're asking you prepare a statement of quality cost would incur if the accepted the proposal and cost are calculated using the four recognized quality cost heads. Now here they're asking you prepare a quality cost statement and classify that cost into four categories. What are the four categories? Prevention, appraisal. Yes, yes. When be, right now current situation and also proposal. Would you recommended the proposal? Tell me the reason why. This is a requirement. అర్థమైందా? Do you understand what I'm saying? Please read the question. I will give 1 minute time. Can I discuss more problems or can I move to the next? Seminar is a mandatory. Seminar? నేను అడగనా క్వశ్చన్స్? The main motive of that seminar is to enhance your skills, communication skills. The problem with I already told the problem with the CMA final students is and CA students is CA students compulsory institute will conduct the classes for CA final students. Orientation classes, ITT classes, GMCS 1 15 days and GMCS 2 another 15 days. After completion of these courses, no exam courses, after completion of these courses only you will get the certificate, CA final, even though pass, after pass also. But you are the CMA final student, you don't have any such type of courses are there. Yes or no? You don't have any such type of courses. The problem is you will face the definitely problem in interview. Institute will conduct the campus placements. At that time you will face definitely a problem. Definitely you will face. How you selected means through group discussion, round number 1 group discussion. In your group everybody is a new persons only. Solution CRT 5. Reading CRT 5. Working note number 1. Calculation of external failure cost. Assignment problems. Customer demand. In current situation, how much? 28. Proposed situation also 28 only. Yes or no? Number of units dispatched to customers. How many units do you know? Do you know? Sir, these 28,000 is equal to 87.5. Then 100% is. Then tell me now how many units are dispatched? 32,000 units. Now, proposed situation, what happened? To avail the service of quality control as consultant, the annual charge is 50,000, which would reduce the percentage of faulty batch delivered to the customers is 9.5. That is, you only deliver 90.5 only, right? Yes or no? Then 100%. Then number of units replace. In current, 4,000 units are replaced. Proposal. Reverse working is very, very important. Now, we will replace freely, right? Yes or no? Now tell me now what is the replace cost? For this extra 4,000 units, we are incurring the raw material cost. Yes or no? Labor cost. Yes or no? Variable cost. Yes or no? Plus extra delivery cost. ట్రాన్స్పోర్టేషన్ కాస్ట్. సార్ ఈ 4,000 యూనిట్స్ మనం ఫ్రీగా రీప్లేస్ చేయాలి సార్ వాళ్ళకి. మరి ఫ్రీగా రీప్లేస్ చేయాలంటే ఆ 4,000 యూనిట్స్కి రా మెటీరియల్ కాస్ట్ ఇంకా అవుతాను కదా. నౌ ద రీప్లేస్మెంట్ ఈస్ raw material cost plus direct labor plus variable overhead plus there is a very very important extra transportation cost. Yes or no? Company will bear extra transportation cost, right? How much? What is the raw material cost? 35. Labor, variable overhead, extra transportation cost, total 80, right? 4,000 into 80, 3,20,000. 2,939 into 80. Now please focus here. ఏదైతే ఈ కస్టమర్కి మనం క్వాలిటీ ప్రోడక్ట్ని డెలివరీ చేయటం ద్వారా అవన్నీ ఫ్రీగా రీప్లేస్ చేయాల్సి వచ్చింది ఎక్స్ట్రా 4,000 యూనిట్స్ని. ఫర్ దట్ రీప్లేస్మెంట్ వి విల్ ఇంకర్ రా మెటీరియల్, లేబర్, వేరియబుల్ ఓవర్హెడ్ ప్లస్ డెలివరీ కాస్ట్. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? నౌ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ faulty production, how much of the cost incur? 3,20,000. Which cost it is? External failure cost. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? వివో ఇక్కడేనమ్మా ఫెయిల్ అయింది. వివో కాదు, సారీ, సోనీ వయో ల్యాప్టాప్స్. నౌ దట్ కంపెనీ వాట్ హ్యాపెన్ మీన్స్ ఫ్రీ రీప్లేస్మెంట్. 3,20,000 is not a nominal. Yes or no? దట్ టు వాళ్ళు వరల్డ్ వైడ్ కంపెనీ. అన్ని ప్రొడక్ట్స్ ఫ్రీ ఆఫ్ కాస్టే కదా అవన్నీ 3,20,000. నా సోనీ వయో ఎలక్ట్రానిక్స్ నుంచి తప్పుకుంది. ఎల్జీ ఆల్సో సేమ్ రైట్. నా ఎల్జీ ఈజ్ నాట్ ఇన్ టీవీ television sets manufacturing. Do you know? Now that companies enter into home appliances, right? I don't know exactly. Right now they are not in market, electronics market. External failure cost is a huge cost. Can I move to the next? Working note number 2. Calculation of internal failure cost. Do you understand what I am saying here? How many units are dispatched to the customers? 32,000. Propose. In proposed situation, 30,939. This is my number of units dispatch, which is equal to good production 80%. Yes or no? Now total number of production is equal to 80% is 32,000. What about 100%? 40,000. Here, sir, how much of the production here reduced to faulty production is reduced to 10%. That means which is equal to 90%. Here 100% means 34,377 units. Yes or no? Then faulty production. This is identified during our inspection only, right? Then which cost it is? How much of the cost loss for us? How much of the loss for us due to this defective? Raw material is a waste for us, right? This for these 8,000 units, raw material is a waste. Labor cost is waste. Variable cost is waste. Yes or no? Is there any transportation expenses? No, sir. These are wastage. Yes or no? ఇదంతా నా ఫాల్టీ ప్రొడక్షన్ తెలిసి నేను పక్కన వేసేసాను ఇంకా. నా హౌ మచ్ ఆఫ్ ద వేస్ట్ ఆర్ దేర్? రా మెటీరియల్ ప్లస్ direct labor plus variable overhead. Raw material cost is how much? 35. Direct labor, variable overhead, total. Now 8,000 into 75. waste due to my production. Now here 3438 into 75. Can I move to the next? Material scrap, which cost it is? Internal failure. How many units you are produced actually? 40,000. Which is equal to how much of the raw material? 90% of raw material. Yes or no? Then tell me now how much of the total raw material purchased by you? Yes or no? In proposal, is there any change in raw material waste scrap? No. Then here how many units produced? 34,000. 90% is equal to 34,377. Then 100% raw material is 38,197. Okay, round off. How much material unit scrap? 3819 units. Yes. Tell me the cost of this material scrap. How much is the wastage? 75. Sir, during my production process, I am incurring the direct labor, direct material, variable overhead. This is my scrap arise in the stores because of poor handling of the raw material. Then I am incurring only the raw material cost only. Yes or no? Cost of material scrap is equal to bracket lo రాసుకున్నామా, consider only raw material cost. Why I am considering the raw material cost here? Only stores. 4,444 into how much of the remainder? 35 here. 3,081 into 35. How much? 1,55,000 here. 1,665. All these costs are internal failure only, right? Now total internal failure is equal to, anybody have any doubt? Anybody have any doubt? Any point is missing? Proposal చెప్పరా? ఇంకా అవ్వలేదురా, ఇంకా ప్రాబ్లం వల్ల వర్కింగ్ నోట్లో ఉన్న మెయిన్ ఆన్సర్ స్టార్ట్ అవ్వాలి. దిస్ ఆల్ దీస్ ఆర్ వర్కింగ్ నోట్స్ ఓన్లీ. దిస్ ఈస్ వర్కింగ్ నోట్ నెంబర్ 2, దిస్ ఈస్ వర్కింగ్ నోట్ నెంబర్ 1, బట్ స్టిల్ ఇన్ వర్కింగ్ నోట్స్ ఓన్లీ. Up to here, anybody have any doubt? No? Okay, calculate the total internal failure now. 7 lakhs, 55,540. How you arrive this? 6 lakhs plus. Okay, here 1,500. How you arrive this? 2,57,850 Up to here, clear? Now everybody stop writing. Focus on the screen. Now I am explaining this question in Telugu. Please focus on the screen. సార్ టోటల్ కస్టమర్కి 28,000 యూనిట్స్ యాక్సెప్ట్ చేశారు. దట్ ఈస్ ఈక్వల్ టు 87.5%. 12.5 కస్టమర్స్ రిజెక్ట్ చేశారు. అంటే నువ్వు మొత్తం మార్కెట్కి నువ్వు ఎన్ని యూనిట్స్ పంపించావు అంటే 32,000 యూనిట్స్ పంపించావు. ఈ 32,000 యూనిట్స్ పంపిస్తే కస్టమర్స్ యాక్సెప్ట్ చేసింది అంత 28,000. రిమైనింగ్ 4,000 ఏమోయినాయి, రిజెక్ట్ చేశారు. ఈ 4,000 యూనిట్స్ గాను నువ్వు ఏం కాస్ట్ ఇంకర్ అయ్యావంటే అవి ఫ్రీగా రీప్లేస్ చేయాల్సి వచ్చింది. ఓకేనా? ఫ్రీగా రీప్లేస్ చేయాలంటే నేను రా మెటీరియల్ కాస్ట్ ఇంకర్ అవుతాను, లేబర్ కాస్ట్ ఇంకర్ అవుతాను, అంటే ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేసి ఇవ్వాల్సిందే. ఓకేనా? రా మెటీరియల్ కాస్ట్ ఇంకర్ అవుతాను, లేబర్ కాస్ట్ ఇంకర్ అవుతాను, వేరియబుల్ కాస్ట్ ఇంకర్ అవుతాను, ప్లస్ అదనంగా ట్రాన్స్పోర్టేషన్ కాస్ట్ కూడా ఇంకర్ అవుతాను. 4,000 ఇంటూ 80, 3,20,000. బట్ ఇక్కడ ఏం జరిగిందంటే టీకేఎం ప్రాసెస్, ప్రపోజల్ సిట్యువేషన్లో టీకేఎం ప్రాసెస్ ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేశారు. అప్పుడు ఏం జరిగింది అంటే ఓన్లీ 9.5 కస్టమర్స్ మాత్రమే రిజెక్ట్ చేయడం మొదలుపెట్టారు. ఓకేనా? Now that is equal to 90.5 is 28,000 units, then 100% అంటే 30,000 939,000 మార్కెట్కి వెళ్తే అందులో ఓన్లీ 28,000 కస్టమర్స్ యాక్సెప్ట్ చేశారు. రిమైనింగ్ 2,939 రిజెక్ట్ చేశారు. మరి ఈ రిజెక్ట్ చేసిన యూనిట్స్కి మళ్ళీ రీప్లేస్ చేయాలిగా ఫ్రీగా. రా మెటీరియల్ కాస్ట్ ఇంకర్ అయి ఉంటావుగా, లేబర్ కాస్ట్ ఇంకర్ అయి ఉంటావుగా, ఎస్ఆర్ నో, వేరియబుల్ కాస్ట్ ఇంకర్ అయి ఉంటావుగా, అదనంగా 5% ట్రాన్స్పోర్టేషన్ కాస్ట్ ఇంకర్ అయ్యాను. అప్ టు హియర్ క్లియర్? నౌ సార్ నేను మార్కెట్కి 32,000 యూనిట్స్ పంపించాను అంటే అసలు నేను ఎన్ని యూనిట్స్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేస్తే 32,000 యూనిట్స్ పంపించుంటాను మార్కెట్కి? సార్ నేను ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేసిన దాంట్లో ఓన్లీ ద గుడ్ ప్రొడక్షన్ ఈజ్ 80%. అదే నేను మార్కెట్కి పంపించుంటాను. అవునా కాదా? నేను దెన్ మార్కెట్కి పంపించిన యూనిట్స్ ఎంత? 32,000. దట్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 80%. మరి 100% అంటే నువ్వు ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేసింది ఎంత? 40,000. అంటే 40,000 యూనిట్స్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేస్తే 8,000 యూనిట్స్ వేస్ట్, రిమైనింగ్ 32,000 యూనిట్స్ ఎంటర్ ఇన్ టు ద మార్కెట్. మరి 8,000కి వేస్ట్ అని రా మెటీరియల్ ఇంకర్ అయి ఉంటాగా, వేస్టేగా నాకు అది. అట్ ద సేమ్ టైం లేబర్ కాస్ట్ ఇంకర్ అయి ఉంటాగా, వేరియబుల్ కాస్ట్ ఇంకర్ అయి ఉంటాగా, ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? ఆల్ దీస్ కాస్ట్ ఆర్ వేస్ట్ ఫర్ మీ ఆర్ నాట్? నెక్స్ట్, ఇప్పుడు నేను రా మెటీరియల్ స్టోర్స్లో నుంచి రా మెటీరియల్ పర్చేస్ చేసి స్టోర్స్లో నుంచి ప్రొడక్షన్కి తీసుకురావాలి. రా మెటీరియల్ నేను ఎంత కొన్నాను పక్కన పెట్టండి, వేస్టేజ్ తీసేయగా నా స్టోర్స్లో 90% రా మెటీరియల్ ఉంది. ఆ 90% రా మెటీరియల్ 40,000 యూనిట్స్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేశా. మరి 100% రా మెటీరియల్ కదా, ఎస్ఆర్ నో కొంది? ఎస్ఆర్ నో? 100% రా మెటీరియల్ కొంటే 10% వేస్టేజ్ అయింది, 90% ప్రొడక్షన్కి పంపించా. ఆ 10% వేస్టేజ్ ఎందుకు అయింది? బికాస్ ఆఫ్ యువర్ పూర్ హ్యాండ్లింగ్ ఓన్లీ ఆఫ్ ద రా మెటీరియల్ ఓన్లీ, రైట్? దెన్ ద 10% ఈజ్ ఇంటర్నల్ ఫెయిల్యూర్ ఓన్లీ, రైట్? ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? మరి 90% 40,000 యూనిట్స్కి అయితే మరి 10% ఎంత? 4,444. నౌ ఈ యూనిట్స్కి లేబర్ కాస్ట్ ఇంకర్ అయ్యావా, వేరియబుల్ ఓవర్ రేట్ ఇంకర్ అయ్యావా? ఇంకర్ అయిన వేస్టేజ్ అయింది ఏంటి? ఓన్లీ ద రా మెటీరియల్ ఇంటూ రా మెటీరియల్ కాస్ట్. అప్ టు ఇయర్ క్లియర్? ఏదైతే కస్టమర్ రిజెక్ట్ చేశాడో దట్ ఈస్ ఎక్స్టర్నల్ ఫెయిల్యూర్, ఏదైతే ఇంటర్నల్గా ఫెయిల్ అయిందో దట్ ఈస్ మెటీరియల్ స్క్రాప్, faulty production, all the comes under the internal failure. Up to here clear? Can I continue? Now I am entering into the main answer. Wait, ఇన్స్పెక్షన్ స్టేజ్కి నేను ఏదైతే ఇన్స్పెక్షన్ చేశానో ఆ ఇన్స్పెక్షన్ చేసింది అప్రైజల్ కాస్ట్, ఇన్స్పెక్షన్లో డిఫెక్టివ్ ఐడెంటిఫై చేసింది ఇంటర్నల్ ఫెయిల్యూర్. డూ అండర్స్టాండ్ వాట్ ఐఎమ్ సెయింగ్? సార్ ఒక ఎంప్లాయీని 1 lakh ఇచ్చి నేను ఇన్స్పెక్షన్ చేపిస్తూ ఉన్నా, దట్ 1 lakh ఈజ్ అప్రైజల్ కాస్ట్. వాడు ఇన్స్పెక్షన్లో 100 యూనిట్స్ ఫాల్ట్ అని పెట్టి ఐడెంటిఫై చేశాడు. ఆ ఫాల్ట్కి నేను కాస్ట్ ఇంకర్ అయి ఉంటాగా, అదేంటి? ఇంటర్నల్ ఫెయిల్. డూ అండర్స్టాండ్ వాట్ ఐఎమ్ సెయింగ్? నౌ this is the main answer. Statement showing expected quality cost. Today only one class or two classes? Good. From today onwards, only one class only. 1 or 1.5 hour. New subject will start for you, right? Already. Every week, I think, a new subject will start to you. Next. Come to here. What is the first cost? Prevention cost. Do we incur in current situation any prevention cost? Do you incur any prevention cost? No. But in proposed situation, you are giving the training to the workers, right? The training is a prevention or appraisal? Prevention. How much of the cost incurred for the training? 4 lakh. Next. What is the next cost? Anybody have any doubt? No. Appraisal. Right now, are you incurred any specific cost for inspection? No. But in proposal situation, you are appointed a quality control consultant, right? How much of the cost incurred by the company? Which cost it is? Next, internal failure. How much of the current situation, how much of the cost incurred? Internal failure? 7 lakh. Working note number 2. 7,55,540. Proposal situation? 3,91,000. 1515. Next, external failure. Working note number 1. How much? 3 lakh. 2 lakh. Now total cost 10 lakh. Here 11 lakh. What is our decision? Can I implement TQM or not? No. Why? If you implement the TQM, you will incur the more cost. Yes or no? Completed. Exactly. I will give 3 minutes time. 5 minutes time. Please go through this problem. If anybody have any doubt, please ask me. Case studies is like this only. Is a lengthy problems. Don't confuse. Practice more. In examination, this type of questions will come. I will give exactly 5 minutes. Anybody have any doubt, please ask me. There is a material part 2 is there, which contains only the assignment problems. Now each and every chapter having the minimum 5 problems. That means all these 5 problems are based on exam trends only, and some of your study materials. Solution is also provided to you. You have practiced that all the problems. That problems is also very, very important and tricky. Okay, all reverse working problems in that material only. Yes, maybe within 2 days that material will also release. Yes, sir, seminar start చేద్దాం.